concerned. The Soviets might be trying to introduce a new weapon.
We let this go, it would set a dangerous precedent.
Rick Hong here for Hollywood First Look. Today, I'm with SHANTEL VANSANTEN and CYNTHY, and we are talking their show, For All Mankind. Ladies, I wanted to tell you congratulations. I've been watching the show since the beginning, and you're part of such a great show. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
SHANTEL, I wanted to start with you. So how was season 1 for you? And how were you delivered the news about Shane? I don't know if they just gave you this script and you had to read about it.
I love that the show is catching on now. I think that people are able to follow with the characters, and it's a really exciting, great escape and a journey. You know, in season 1, Karen's obviously in a very different place in her life. But no, I found out from Joel on a golf cart ride to set very early in the shooting, probably maybe 3 weeks in. He just dropped a bomb on me, and he was like, well, like Shane's gonna die. And I was like, oh, you're kidding me, right? Like, no, like later on, like that's the whole story. And I was like, no, I didn't know this. And I remember sitting there and I was like, how do I erase this from my brain now? We're about to go shoot a scene with him. Like, does the kid know? Like, it was such a weird thing to digest and then have to just completely forget about. But I felt like, it was always kind of looming in the back of my mind.
And Cynthia, you're new to this season. So how has it been joining season 2?
Oh man, I have just been given the best treat ever. So let's see, I booked the job October of 2019. As an actor, I was just excited to join an amazing cast, an amazing show. And then I'm just like, I have a job during a pandemic. I was like, oh my God, I was just so thankful on so many levels. It's been incredible joining this show. The storylines are amazing. Ron, Matt, and Ben wrote such a neat character, Kelly, and I actually didn't even know about Operation Baby Lift. I knew about the Vietnam War. My parents are from Vietnam, but it just allowed me to look up and do some research on a facet of history I didn't know about, and to then read and honor the stories of adopted babies from Vietnam who grew up in America. So, and then also just working with SHANTEL and Joel, it's a dream.
Well, okay, so let's talk about amazing stories, because episode 3, how was it shooting that episode? Because, the family episode where, there's revelations and everything.
That episode was so daunting and I was terrified. And, I think as an actor, I constantly pray for these like moments that scare the living crap out of me. And that was definitely delivered in a 17-page scene that we shot. Get ready for this. Starting off in the kitchen where Kelly delivers the news to her dad of where she wants to apply to college, all the way through to the very end when we're singing is 17 pages. And we shot every take, every angle, everything from beginning to end. And it was about 11 to 12 minutes, depending on how much we cried. Take after take after take. And it was exhausting and rewarding and beautiful. And I feel like it bonded the three of us in a way that you don't always get. It kind of feels like you went through something really tough together and you came out the other side. And now I feel like Cynthia and Joel and I are kind of bonded for life.
Oh man, that was the big enchilada. It was. It really was. I remember it was like the audition scene, and I was like, oh man, this scene, as an actor, you're like, this is so good. We're going to get to sink our teeth. And then the day comes and you're like, holy crap. It was so good to dig into the joy of Kelly, of like telling my dad and hoping that he's proud of me. And then to see him go to the places that a parent who has experienced grief and loss, and for SHANTEL to mirror that with him. And how it explodes like it exploded in that scene.
Yeah.
And it bonded. It was just, everybody went places that was really hard to go to, but I mean, it was just also incredible to just watch them, freaking amazing scene partners. And then at the end, anchors away. I was like, how
And to hear Joel have to sing was a real treat.
Oh man, it's like, how am I supposed, like, when do I come in with a song? I think Andrew Stan said, since just count to 3 and then start singing.
The show is For All Mankind. You can catch it on Apple TV Plus now. Until next time, I'm Rick Hong, and you've been watching Hollywood First Look.
You need to remind them on Apollo 11. We came in peace for all mankind.
Ready to fire.
We need to live up to that.